Okay, last skill for tonight. We did buttonholes and we sewed the buttonhole on by hand, and now we're going to do it with the machine. Okay, now this is what you have to be very careful of when you're putting the button on with the machine, because if you don't have them lined up correctly in these holes with the needle, then you could break the needle off and it go flying, and so you have to be careful. Alright, so this is the button foot for most Brother machines, some Singer machines. Okay, so there, if you make sure that the little teeth, blue teeth, are in the front. Okay, there's a little M on there, and so it kind of sits up like that. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to lift that presser foot a little bit higher, and I'm going to put that foot in the thread, and it's going to kind of click down on it. Okay, now it's on there. Alright, now that it's on there, I'm going to turn. Now some of these machines have a button stitch, but this one doesn't. So I'm just going to turn it to a number 4 zigzag. Now I'm just going to leave the settings like they are for now. Okay, now on the back of your machine, okay, these are to turn off, okay, your feed dogs. Okay, the feed dogs are these little things under here that pulls your fabric in. Okay, so I'm going to put it under here, the fabric. Okay, and you do need to mark where you want your button. Okay, but I'm just doing this on a scrap, so you could mark it with a sewing pen or pencil. Okay, I'm getting closer in a minute. Alright, so we're going to stick this button underneath here. Okay, I'm going to lift that up higher. There's my thread. I'm going to pull it in between to the back. Alright, so I'm going to take my presser foot and lift it up. And I'm going to center those 2 little holes right in between those blue little teeth. If it's not centered right, then it could hit it. Okay, I'm just going to pull that to the back. Alright, now I'm going to roll. Now the thread will start moving around. I'm going to roll this down until I see that the needle's going to go through that hole. If it hits the plastic, then you just move the button around a little bit. You can lift up your presser foot and you can center that. So the first hole, success. Yay! Now the second one, remember this is a zigzag. Alright, now if it's not exactly right, you can lift that presser foot up and move it just a little bit. Okay, and now it goes in perfectly. But I moved it a little bit, so I need to roll my flywheel around again by hand until I move it. And I'm going to go slow when it starts going down to the plastic. There we go. And it was alright. So now that I know, each time you do it slow. So I do it a couple of times. Yes, it's not going to move. Then I hit my pedal. Okay. I roll my flywheel to the up position. The needle's in the up position. I pull it out. There we go. Cut it off. See my little stand there for the camera. Okay. Then I can take this and just cut off your threads. And you've just sewn a button on with your button foot. Then you hit the little button on the back and it falls off again. And you put your other presser foot back on. And don't forget, on the back of your machine, back here, you turn those feed dogs back on. So when you're rolling this around, the feed dogs will come back on. If not, your sewing machine will just stay in one place and you won't be sewing and you'll be going, why is my machine not moving? Okay?